Media point.
Will be the OpenStreetMap Foundation affiliation model. So I will be giving some updates and discussion about what's been happening regarding this topic, and then hopefully we will have discussion regarding this. So first, updates, Arnalie's updates. So I've been doing a lot of BOF, Birds of Feather, sessions during SOTM regional SOTM from last year. So actually at first I went to OpenStreetMap or State of the Map US, and we did a community session, an OpenStreetMap Birds of Feather session, and we did talk about the affiliation models. Also did some open governance and affiliation discussions at State of the Map Asia and State of the Map Africa. And then we do have a thread in the community forum regarding this, sharing the link. Yeah, regarding, so there are some discussion that happened there. And also, we did sign an agreement with FPOSOM, which is a French professional organization that uses and promotes OSM. And I've been in touch with, I think, Florian, or I'm not sure actually, but I've been in touch with one of them, and we were kind of talking about this can be a potential thematic chapter or a user group chapter, or whatever we would be talking about. I mean, we would be coming up in the OSM affiliation model, in addition to the local chapter, of course. So we also had the first case of a local chapter who resigned and again reapplied. So that's OSM Belgium. So welcome back to OpenStreetMap Belgium. So they are now under their own organization. So we hope to work together, or continue working together with them. So that's just telling that out there, because that's like a new or a very rare case that we have encountered. So this is still updates, regarding all those, the community discussion in OSM forum, and also the community discussions during regional and national state of the maps that I've been engaging with the community. So there's three things that I would like to share. But first is really, this was the thing that is overarching everything. So what's in it? Why be affiliated with OSM? Like, how does it benefit the community? How does it benefit OpenStreetMap Foundation itself? So currently, with the local chapters model, we do have three benefits: the trademarks, having a seat at the advisory board, and also representing OSMF in national discussions with governments and nonprofits. But what else? What else can we add there that is more concrete and can be easily appreciated by communities? Is what I heard from all those discussions. And this one is one very important, because it touches on the sustainability, not only of the OpenStreetMap project itself, but of course the OpenStreetMap community. So how can OSMF and being affiliated with OSMF help sustain local chapters and communities? And then the other two overarching themes that I have seen, or I have heard from the people that I have been talking to from last year and in the channel is there are challenges, and of course there are also suggestions. So I'm very happy that even though there have been challenges, there are also opportunities that community members and community leaders are seeing regarding the OpenStreetMap affiliation models. So let me go first with the challenges. And these are like, in all those discussions, these are the things that people or community members have talked or have raised. So please do note that I mainly talk with people from Asia and Africa. I did have one community member from Latin America during the OSMU SBOF session. But yeah, in State of the Map Asia and State of the Map Africa, we also discussed this. So one of the very challenges in being a local chapter, or with the current local chapter model, is that there's too much red tape in some countries to be a formal organization. So, like for example, in Bangladesh, Ruben said that it will take 2 years for them to register as a nonprofit. So yeah, it's very, or not very, but it is kind of difficult and a very slow process, just even to be a nonprofit and then being a local chapter for OSMF. And then the other one, or the other thing is, yeah, of course, these local policies and land disputes. So for example, in Turkey, like, yeah, John shared that, yeah, the Turkey government doesn't want to use, I mean, they have their own maps, and like being associated with with OpenStreetMap, is, yeah, will put them into court. So yeah, there are, of course, local policies that are not in control, and yeah, that hinders, yeah, local communities, active contributors to be, formally recognized through local chapters. And then yeah, there are, so yeah, this is also coming from the people that I have been talking with. As I mentioned to you, these are mostly Asian and, I mean, regional communities. So yeah, there is one person that, yeah, said that, yeah, and everyone agreed that, yeah, it was kind of a Eurocentric view of being affiliated to the OSMF. So yeah, we need to deconstruct that, if people perceive that we're Eurocentric, then, you know, even if it's just one people, then we need to deconstruct that. So yeah, like, yeah, I think, yeah, with the current local chapters and also the improvement of the processes and the applications, it's one way, being transparent with how we process, how we evaluate applications for local chapters. And then yeah, the last one, or very heavy thing is, yeah, there's also disunity and power struggles resulting to community conflict. So yeah, this is something that one community in OSM Africa shared, that yeah, even though they are a small community already, there is disunity, or there are power struggles, power disconnect within the community that resulted to, yeah, forming this group of community, and then this group of community. So yeah, those are, yeah, the challenges that community faces, that that, yeah, from all those discussions that I've heard, yes, last year. And then, of course, yeah, we go to the suggestions or opportunities from all those discussions. So first and foremost, communications and awareness campaign. Like, yeah, a lot of people, especially, yeah, when I went to Asia, in State of the Map Asia, they don't know what local chapter is. They don't know, yeah, a lot of people doesn't even know what OpenStreetMap Foundation is, that there is an OpenStreetMap Foundation. So yeah, we have a long way to um, yeah, communicate what OSMF, what local chapter is, why become an OpenStreetMap Foundation member. And yeah, those awareness campaigns that, yeah, mostly like, yeah, more institutional and organizational to the foundation. And connected to that is, of course, yeah, amplifying communities and stories. Like, yeah, we do need, yeah, a more, and this is my opinion, a more diversified makeup of working groups, especially, yeah, the communications working group. So yeah, as I'll share later, yeah, the link to the working group. So yeah, if you are happy, you have the time, you have the interest to help us, especially in the communications working group, to make OSMF communications more, amplifying these community stories, please do help with the communications working group. And yeah, with regards to yeah, having, doesn't know what a local chapter is, people who, or communities who are struggling to sustain their community, to retain their membership, and also community who are just babies or new communities emerging, yeah, one thing that is an opportunity for us is, yeah, to help support other communities, through mentorship, through community building or building relationships, like yeah, what I shared earlier with my hot presentation. So yeah, that really is, yeah, mentorship and also building those relationships, even though, yeah, you're from Slovakia, and someone from for example in Asia who's, an emerging community, like, you can have that, yeah, relationship building and also sharing your tips. So yeah, I do love uh webinars or, spaces like State of the Maps, where people can really gather to share their tips and tricks in community building, and of course their projects. So, and yeah, the last one, or oh, okay. So yeah, the last one is, yeah, understanding or second to the last, understanding local context. So yeah, I think that is kind of, I mean, that is related to the Eurocentric comments. And then, yeah, recognizing which diversity are we recognizing? Because, yeah, I see a lot of discussions here that, is it, sometimes we tend to just focus on one diversity, for example, gender, culture and other things. But yeah, in one of the person or one of the community member that I talked to is, yeah, raised this point to, yeah, what diversity, what diversity do we recognize? And yeah, she said that we should recognize the diversity of time availability of contributors. Like, yeah, not everyone has the privilege and time to edit the map. Some people are, yeah, doing their best to edit the map, but also building this community, engaging members. So yeah, we should take into account, yeah, what diversity we are recognizing, and of course take into account that time is precious. Time is what you give to volunteer, and yeah, that not everyone has the time to do that. So yeah, with that, yeah, I don't really have like leading questions prepared, but yeah, with all those things that you have heard, the updates that I have shared, what do you think is missing? What do you want to clarify? Or yeah, kindly share what are your challenges, what are your opportunities, ahead. How how would you want, affiliation models look like in OpenStreetMap? So um yeah, please do. This is the time to share your, yeah, to share your, yeah. So you can go to the Jamboard and, yeah, add your ideas here, or yeah, you can unmute yourself, or maybe, yeah, raise your hand first so we don't overlap our voices. Yeah, raise your hand if you want to unmute, or yeah, you can go to the Jamboard or go to the Hack MD. So yeah. Thank you, Nguyen. I see a hand. Thank you for, yeah. Go ahead, Nguyen.
So
Go
could you
ahead.
return back to the slide number 3?
Okay. This one?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I just added in a Jamboard about the Spratly and Paracel Islands. So I'm sorry, I should introduce myself first. So I'm from OSM Vietnam, and we don't have any chapters or organization there, but we do have a growing community there. And I saw that one of the very big barriers for adoption is because of the Spratly and Paracel Islands. So businesses and governments in my country are very hesitant to adopt OSM. And there were there were like conflicts in our country that are about writing the Paracel and Spratly Islands as our own, as belonging to our territories, but we don't actually control them. And last year we actually had a controversy that OpenStreetMap it's been considered like considered illegal, and like Grab used OpenStreetMap and they forgot to edit the Spratly and Paracel Islands, and that causes a lot of troubles with the government. So I think that there should be some way to address this issue, because if we don't address this issue, then we cannot grow as a community.
Thank you, Nguyen Ho Ang, for sharing your challenges in Vietnam. Anyone would like to respond to that or share their challenge?
Maybe I can speak. Hello, it's Mikael
Yes,
here.
yeah, go ahead, Mikael.
Hi everyone. Just introducing myself. I work for the United Nations Global Service Center, and we do like kind of maps with international disputed borders. So I have kind of an experience on this. So what we do usually, I mean, at least internally, what we do is to use an authoritative data set for the border. So in that case, I mean, would be, I don't know, any other application using OSM data to be careful about, I mean, which kind of boundaries, I mean, you want to use, because I mean. If there were like many cases, I remember the big discussion in with the activity that was going on in China, because there were like some editing wars on the borders of China, and also in Pakistan, I think it was the same, and I mean most recently the Ukraine. So I mean that is like a bigger question on how, I mean, more on the data, I would say. I mean, if other applications should use authoritative boundaries coming directly from OSM, I mean, they have to take into account that I mean, those couldn't be trusted at any time. So ideally, what you should do, I mean, is to use either data sets coming from like that are not modifiable at any time. So you can either take OSM and I mean, modify like taking like your own copy, or I mean that depends on the conditions. No, the application are using the boundaries that, I mean, they believe. So I guess I mean it's more an editing question in my, but yes, I can agree that I mean this can be a trouble, especially when working with governments. So in like it happened to me like there's sometimes some countries, I mean, they are really keen to explore OSM as a way to use the data, but not for the international borders. I mean, it never happened to me. Like I see in Italy there is the National Cartographic Agency using OSM data. There were also some attempts in Mali, for example. So, but it never happened to me like to use, I mean, to see somebody using the borders directly from OSM. I mean, that was like my comment.
Thank you, Michael. Any other comments on that, or yeah, anything you would like to share regarding the OSMF affiliation models? Any ideas, challenges that you're facing that you think might stop you or challenge you from being formally affiliated or recognized with the OSMF? Go ahead, Geoffrey. And then Matush is.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, go ahead, Geoff. Sorry.
Yeah, so yeah, one challenge I wanted to add as well, especially on one of the challenges you shared there, Arnalie, was like it's not easy to register an organization in some countries, which is actually like a requirement for for local chapter. But I think the other point is that it is also hard to sustain an organization. So registration is one thing, but to keep that organization running is really hard, and it requires resources, it requires funding. It may even require having like some staff, like full-time staff to keep things running. You may need like an office space. So it's not easy. And I think, yeah, like how do local chapters or OSM communities raise funds is a bit also hard. I was really happy when Anissa was sharing all the work that yeah, OpenStreetMap Italy is doing, and as well as OpenStreetMap US. And yeah, at the back of my mind, the question was, yeah, like how do these communities and these organizations as raise money to be able to even give out grants to other communities within the same country or to run projects. So yeah, I think it would be nice to hear, yeah, communities who are successful in raising funds to support community activities or to keep the organization running, to share, you know, some of the success stories, but also where does it also fit within the OpenStreetMap Foundation's affiliation model? Are OSM communities, you know, allowed to do, for example, commercial activities or not? And if not, then how can they sustain themselves, especially if they don't get like funds from the foundation? So that's one point that I wanted to add. Thank you. And I also
Thank you.
added to the Jamboard.
Yes. Awesome. I actually added it to the Jamboard, but I do like to just quickly address what you said about commercial activities. So we did discuss it a lot in LCCWG, and I think there is a misunderstanding about, or a negative effect on OSM communities when you say commercial activities, because there are local chapters that has been doing some commercial activities, like selling tickets for your conference is kind of a commercial activity too. But then rather than calling it a commercial activity, we should call it a fundraising activity, because that's a better word and more I think more acceptable term to use, especially in open communities like OpenStreetMap. So I do believe that that's why we need to understand local context, because how do we sustain communities, and that their local context greatly affects how to register, how to sustain their members. So thank you so much. So just a point of tip for everyone that do use term fundraising activity, because um that could be a more acceptable way. Go ahead, Mateus. Thank you.
Hi, Arnalie. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I have a question for you, actually, or someone from the working group. I'm from Brazil. We don't have an official local chapter here, but we have like many local organizations related to OSM. We have a lot of youth mappers, chapters. We have Rafael here from Umbra OSM. We have Vitor. So like we have many local small organizations, also due to the size of the country. So I have a question, like, are there any plans from the foundation or the working group to have some kind of almost official chapter, but not like a full official chapter, something like middle term, something like that? So like communities can have some of the benefits of being like tied to the foundation, but they couldn't or they cannot yet fulfill the legal requirements, bureaucracy to be a formal organization.
Thank you so much, Mateus. That's a very great question. And I think that's also the purpose while we're having this OSMF affiliation model, because the current local chapter model requires a formal registration, and that is because we are entering into a legal agreement. So that's my view on that. But I'm part of the OSMF board. Danny here is also part of the OSMF board, and I do I advocate for other affiliation models. That's why, yeah, I'm happy to lead this discussion. But then, yeah, I don't want to dictate or decide by myself, of course. That's why, yeah, I'm very so great to have you here. So great for everyone here chiming in and telling their challenges and also ideas. So, yeah, currently there's none. So yeah, thank you, Mateus, for your question. We are actually 1 minute extended. So I like to ask.
We can take a little more time. There's a couple more hands up.
Okay, so yeah, maybe I will have two more hands, Anissa and then Victor. And yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, Anissa. So I'm going to be very brief just because Geoffrey was kind of asking. I just want to give a very quick response to the matter of the where do we find the budget. To be quite honest, I think that OpenStreetMap Italy is quite an exception as kind of the kind of association that kind of supports OpenStreetMap in Italy, since OpenStreetMap is supported and represented by Wikimedia. We have this kind of, I see it as a pro actually, because we have budget.
Am I the only one who lost Anissa?
Anissa, yeah, we can't hear you.
Okay, Anissa, you actually cut.
Better now?
Let me check. Yeah,
Oh, you're back.
you're back, but yeah, you
Can you
were
hear me?
cut.
So
Can
now,
you yes, now we can hear you.
oh, perfect.
You were
So
talking about Wikimedia.
yeah,
And then,
exactly. And I
yeah.
was saying that OpenStreetMap Italy is kind of an exception because we get budget, we get our income from the taxes, and because people donate because of Wikipedia. So probably it could also be an option to find support from an organization that is already active in your territory or your country, and you can also this way probably you can avoid some of the paperwork and all the documentation that you would need to start something from scratch. And there might be quite a lot of support depending on the kind of association. I think that the Wikimedia and OpenStreetMap combo is a good one, but based on my experience here. So if you have any questions for this, I'm happy to talk in another moment so we don't take so much time now. But yeah, I'm happy to share any kind of information regarding this.
Thank you so much, Anissa. So yeah, I see very great discussion in the chat. I will save it. Go ahead, Vitor.
Thank you. Yeah, my question is about like after there is this legal agreement, like what would be the support from the OpenStreetMap Foundation in, like, let's say hypothetical case, like because like we had something like this, which was like someone court in Brazil like sent an email for the mailing list, and which I'm the moderator, and they were requesting the identity of someone that mapped somewhere in Brazil. So like we clarify like this is like we don't have this kind of data, and this is like the ownership of the data is from the OSM Foundation. But my question is like, if this gets to like a legal case or something more big in terms of like the government going after like a local chapter in a way that in a scenario like this, like what would be the support from the OpenStreetMap Foundation in that case?
Whoa, that's anyone from LCCWG who would like to back up or share their idea? That's a great question, Vitor.
I don't think there's a lot of support. That's the sad answer that I have. Really kind of on your own.
Yeah, yeah, that's yeah, that is also why, like, yeah, you know, people from Turkey, although they're already their own organization, and because of the local policy that OpenStreetMap is banned in Turkey, and there's not a lot of support. So currently the benefits when you become a local chapter is that you get the trademarks. I mean, you get, all the rights to use the OpenStreetMap trademark. You get to sit in the advisory board of the OpenStreetMap Foundation, and then you will be the representative of OSMF and OpenStreetMap in your national country. But there's not a lot of support when dealing with legal issues and stuff. I can add to like a benefit to be a local chapter. Like, for example, last year we did supported State of the Map Europe. So with OSM Belgium is a local chapter that time, and they had an emergency. So we did loan them we did loan them funds to of course run the State of the Map Europe. So those are like one of the things, because if you are an organizer of a regional event and you don't have legal entity or what else, not a local chapter yet of the OSMF, then OSMF cannot lend you the money, because we will be going into an agreement. So you either need to form your own, or be in a already registered organization, so that they can be the one to receive those funds or to receive those support, either it be financially. But those things that doesn't require legal, like having a domain, state operations working group are supporting State of the Map organizers to have their own domain. And just currently we have this I know Latin America, State of the Map Latin America will be going on this year. So we did receive a request to have domain, and you don't have to be a local chapter to receive that support. So there are things that OSMF can do and OSMF cannot do. So thank you so much. Maybe any reaction to that? But because we have extended, maybe just one more. I see one hand up. Nguyen again from Vietnam. Go ahead.
So besides from the disputed territories, there's also one more very big barriers towards OSM forming an OSM official group in Vietnam, is also about trademarks. So I have observed that there have been many attempts towards registering a fake OSM organization in Vietnam. So what they would do is that they would take advantage of our political situation in Vietnam, and then they publish their own maps, and then they use the OpenStreetMap trademarks. And I have saw that there's one company who's ready to register the OpenStreetMap Vietnam trademark and to like fake the community. So is there any way from OpenStreetMap Foundation to sue these cases and to prevent these cases from happening, given that this is something that's happened in a developing country and doesn't have a strong copyright / trademark / intellectual property laws?
Awesome. Thank you so much for that. So we do have, actually currently we do have like a trademark watch issue last time. So but that is an issue that a member or a community or a registered organization is trying to do a trademark or have a trademark in a or with an OpenStreetMap in their name. And that is also like what has happened with HOT as well, but the trademark policy came in even after the HOT or the Humanitarian OpenStreetMap team. But those are not really trademark, but yeah, like a title or an official name. So yeah, what we did, for example, with the French professional OpenStreetMap group is that yeah, we did go to an agreement for them to use the OpenStreetMap trademark. I have been also encouraging or advising, community groups who want to use OpenStreetMap in their name of their organization to enter into an agreement first with the OpenStreetMap Foundation. But yeah, we do have the trademark watch in place. So yeah, thank you so much for raising that. And so, yeah, these are very great discussions. Thank you for adding your opinions and ideas in the chat and also in the Jamboard. Yeah, feel free to also add some more even after the discussions because yeah, I will be checking and analyzing it. And yeah, just for next steps for accountability, of course, I will be sharing updates via the community forum thread. I might also write an OSM diary. I've been saying to write OSM diary regarding all the community discussion I did last year. But yeah, this has been the perfect venue to share it with the community. So yeah, I will surely write it down. So yeah, Arnalie, next steps is to Arnalie to share updates. Also, yeah, feel free to add more in this Jamboard or add more in the community thread. It's still open. And then yeah, of course, LCCWG to take this forward. Maybe on the next meeting. So thank you so much. And yeah, thank you, LCCWG and the community for this wonderful space and discussion.